Okay, yeah, welcome to today's class. A quick review on what we did yesterday. We we talked about what programming is all about and examples of programming language, isn't it? Uh, then we are able to get started with Scratch coding, and we agreed that Scratch is a visual programming language, and that's why we choose it as a first start for our journey into programming. So, having known that, uh, we are going to today's lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to analyze a code block called motion. You understand it now? The code block called what? Motion. Remember I told you yesterday. And how do I get started? I first of all go to where? Scratch.mit.ed. So the thing is saved in my section already. So and can you see it now? Now saved in my section. So I can simply, if I have a saved, if I have a saved, if I have a saved project, I will see it. Then I can as well start creating a new project. That being said, we can create. If we want to start, we do what? We go to what? Create, right? You still remember? Go to create. Then you when we go to create, okay. Then once we get started, remember all these blocks. You say remember. So we will work with motion today. We'll work with motion gradually, keep on evolving and evolving. Now, the first thing we have is motion. The first one you have in the motion block is what? The movement. That's the move. The move plate. That move plate simply means that, you still remember your Cartesian plane now. You still remember Cartesian plane? Cartesian plane, the x and y axis, is called Cartesian plane. So now this moves straight like this. By default, it goes with positive. So that means that for this move is in what? Moving in what? Horizontal direction. Are you getting it now? Then, for instance, let's take and see what happened now. Once I click on this move, can you see it's moving as horizontal direction? If I change the sign to minus, for instance, let me say -50, -50. If I click on it, can you see it's going back now? Isn't it? Then the next one is turn with a degree. They give us a degree. Once we pick turn, for instance, let me pick turn. If I click on turn now, it will be turning by this degree, by 15 degree each. Okay, if I put it on minus now, that means it will be, the positive means it's going clockwise direction, negative means it's going negative direction. So if I go to minus now, and if I place, can you see it's going back to the negative direction? You understand it now? So now the second turn you are looking at is pointed to the anti-clockwise. That means by default it's moving anti-clockwise. Do you get it? It's moving anti-clockwise. So by default it's move what? Anti-clockwise. Do you get it? Then we have another one. Go to random. Any of this, can you see a little arrow here? Can you see a little arrow here? Now, anyone that has a little arrow, that means he have more options. Do you understand it now? It has what? More options. And once it has more options, that means we can choose several other things. We can choose several other things. So now, now, if I choose, let's see what, let's delete all these ones. Mm, if I go to, can you see options? Now, see what will happen. Random position. That means this should go to random position. Huh? Then that means that if I select, leave it this option now. Once I click this thing, this particular sprite will move at random position. Random position. Random position. Do you get it? So let's try it now. Can you see it's going at random position? Now let's use another option and see what happens. We'll have this. Do you get it? Once the implication of this, go to mouse point, that means anywhere I point the mouse, this thing will try to follow me. Do you get it now? So let's see what happens at this point. Once this is clicked, the mouse is here. Once it's clicked, it goes with the mouse. Wait. Mouse pointer. Okay. We cannot appreciate it now because it's on a single code block. It's on a single code block, so we'll still make use of it for now. Then the next one we'll have is in what? We'll have go to X and Y. Go to X and Y. Remember we did Cartesian plane yesterday. I will say that this opposition is what? Y. Y, the horizontal is X, right? So we can as well place what? Whenever you do this now, whenever you bring out any, can you see that this is minus 240, right? And 62. So let me remove it now and bring it out again. Once you bring it out, it takes the default position of the split. Do you understand it now? It takes the default position of the split now. So let's take it to this place. And if you notice, check the value of this is minus 22. This place will be minus 22. Remember what I told you about this property? Do you remember what I told you about the property? It would have been better if you look very well so that I will give you time to go and study, go and practice what I just did now. Now, watch. This now, this will give us minus what? 22. Check it, minus 22. That means that this one goes with the default location of the sprite that is highlighted here. Let's use another sprite and see what will happen now. Uh, let me choose balloon for instance. I choose balloon. Now, can you see that the position has changed? Can you see that the position has changed? Can you see the value of the position? I should do it like this. Can you see the value of the position? So it's 192. If you check it out, it's become 192. So, and that is it. Then let's see. That means we can allocate. Let's allocate this go to 0 0. You see this balloon now will come to the center. Why will the balloon come to the center and this one will not come to the center? Why? You, it's highlighted. God bless you. So let's take it to 0 0, right? If I can you see it's at the center already? Do you get it now? So let's delete. Let's even delete this bros now. Now we'll now have the balloon. Then the next one we go is glide slide. That is glide slide two. Then you see that random motion or anything. Watch what will happen. These, this, and this are the same. What is the difference? It simply means that you are telling the computer, do this and wait for 1 second and do this. Do it straight. You understand the concept? So then the same thing will happen here. These and these are the same. The only difference is that you are telling the computer, wait for 1 second and do it straight. Are we getting it? Then we will make use of it now, don't worry. Then the next one we have is points in direction. Point in direction. The implication is that we can simply change this. We can simply change this. We can simply change it to any direction we want. Can you see it now? Minus it will go like this. Okay, go on with the question.
When I go to tuition to create a
That one is coming gradually, gradually. It's gradually. It's after this one. So the next one is so we can actually change the direction without rotating it. Are we getting it now? We can actually change the direction without rotating it. And the next one we have is point towards the mouse pointer. Uh, this one will works with another code. We'll see make use of it. It's the same thing with that one. We still make use of it. So when we are making use of this thing, once we rotate this, huh? I've deleted it. Once we start making use of this thing now, anywhere we point the mouse, this particular thing will go with us. So let's go ahead. Then the last, we have other ones under movement. We have change by what? Change by x. That means you should what? Change by x. Once you change by x, that means it's going towards, you are changing this thing by, it's almost like movement, but that means you are changing the position of this to the right if it's positive, while if it's negative you are setting it to the left. For example, if I change this thing, it's moving. You get it now? Likewise, set x means you should set this particular speed to this. Okay, let me do this thing. This thing is in zero. Now this is in zero, right? Once I set it, it comes to the 0 point and stay. Can you see this place now? No matter anywhere it is, no matter anywhere it is, if you see this, can you see the value of this now? So once, what will happen is that once I click on this, it will set the whole value to zero anywhere it is. It will set this thing, only the s value to zero. So let me run it now and see. Can we see that it comes to the zero point? And we have set y to zero. If you do the same thing, you send it to zero, that means it will come to center anywhere it is. Anywhere it is, it must come to the center, 0, 0, 0. Which other one? Set we have if on stage bounce. If on stage bounce means that, if on edge bounce means that once this thing go towards this at the edge of this stage, it should bounce back. Do you get it? We'll make use of it now. We have a set rotation style. You see that? You set it. Remember when we did rotation now? Remember when we did rotation, if you want to rotate this thing from here, what do you do? If you want it to be left or right, what do you do?
So you put it into 90 degrees.
Uh-huh. Then, okay. Now, then the next one we'll have is we change the rotation. If you don't remember, these ones, these things now help us to programmatically allocate an action to the sprite, right? That means a time will come when you will program. You don't need to come here to change it. You just set it from here. Are you getting it now? So uh, then set position. Position means if you want to know the position of this thing. Now, do you get it? If you change the position, it will give you the location. That means this is a variable. This is called a variable. Yes, this thing now gives you the position of the smith at every given point. Are you getting it? You don't understand. Now, watch. When we let's set this thing to 00, it's 00 now, right? What does this thing do? Once we once we click on this, uh, this value, this thing now gives us the value of the position of the sprite at every given position. For instance, now, if this sprite move from here to here now, will this position still be 00? No, but it will give us then the value of this, the work of this is to give us value of at every given what position. Now let's change it for instance now. Can you see that the position has changed? Huh? So even if I change it up now, it will not change until I move something a bit right. Now let me change. Let me bring this one. And it will give us the position of each coordinate at every given point. Do you understand? No. If the balloon shift a little, it will minus a value from this because it's going towards this. If I shift it here like this, it's still positive. So it's when I go towards here now, it becomes negative, and so on and so forth. Then this one gives us the value of the direction at every instant. It will give us the direction. You know what direction? That's the value of the angle at every instant. Do you get it? It will give us the value of the direction at every instant. So what will happen is, okay, let's play a little with this. Having known all this, let's play a little with this. What we want to achieve now is, let me check if you can think out the solution. We want this balloon. I want this balloon to be going like this from here to here. It will bounce from here to here, bounce back here, go here, and go here. Can we do it? Can we try it? Okay. Should I do it? Should I do it or should I give it to you? I give you as an assignment, as a classwork. Classwork. You do it inside the computer lab now. Or should I try it? Okay, see what will happen. I will do it now. You people will go and repeat it in the computer lab. Is it better? Okay, you want to go and try it yourself? Okay, okay, okay. Have I on this thing? Okay, let's quickly try it. Let's quickly try it. This one, all of us will think, oh, all of us will have to think. Okay, watch. If I take this balloon to be here, let me put the direction to 90 so that it will be at use the fourth. It's now straight, right? Now, what we are supposed to do, remember, if I want this balloon to come to this place, what should I do? Think. If I want it to go from here to here instantly, what do I do?
You go to, I think it set to X.
Set to X,
Go to
right?
X or set to X.
Go to X.
X.
Huh? Okay. You go to X is
Yes,
good.
yes, you go to X. Yes, we are right.
Go to set X. This one.
Okay, you go to X.
So if I'm doing this one,
Yes.
go to right. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try it. Go from here. So that means from this place. Let's get the value from there to this end.
So yeah, just done it now.
We've gotten the value from here
Okay, you go to X two times.
to here.
And the positive and negative.
And let's put it here. Can you see?
Okay.
So what
So
do you
you
come
play
like
it
this?
again. So the two will go.
You go like this. Remember our target. We want it to go like this.
Like when you go up and
Still
down.
up. You
So,
know,
let me do it for you to
calm
understand.
down.
Let me do it.
Let's start afresh.
Okay, sir. You go to X.
We look at the target. We want this right now to move like this, move like this, move like this. Huh? The block we are supposed to use. If we use, you know that we can use if we use set, if we set this block to X for instance, set it to let me say this place. We set it to this place for instance. Let me see. What's the value from here to here? Let's say this way. Let me say
That's a 50.
let me say like this place from here to here.
Okay.
Is this right?
Okay. So you have
It
said
will
send
still
me
give
that.
us the same result. But the effect now will be if by peradventure this game may players if peradventure this balloon if the player of the game shift this balloon small that balloon will remain like that but why I have to use set by remember you are producing your own game I'm just giving you my own logic why I have to use set by y and x is because I want the at every given point the instruction will be let it remain at straight line. Do you understand? Let it be moving at straight line. So, so let me use
Go to X.
let me use go to X. Let me use go to X and Y. So let me take it to this position. Take it to this position. Okay, but you know that even without, you know that without even, you know that without even checking it, for common sense will tell us that if you put minus, if you want to go from here to here, what do you do? Once you put minus, this thing will need to come back to this place. But then this y should be the same because it does not move like this. So let's say that let's duplicate
So
it.
X is either right or left.
You can duplicate it. Did you see what I did now? You
So
right
make it
click,
times, make it 2 times.
right click to duplicate this particular block. So what? The first one you have to start with minus this. We have to start with minus. We have to start with minus, for instance, because this thing want this position to be here, isn't it? So let me see what happened at this point. Can you see now? It's in my, do you understand what I mean? So the next one is, so it will start from here. So if I put positive, that means this thing will go to this place. You go to this place. Can you get it now? So now let's still put this now. This thing we want it to go down. What do we do? Minus. God bless you. Minus y. Minus, let's say 85y. So now want it from this point now to go like this. We duplicate this one. We have this one is minus. You still put minus here. So it become minus minus. Do you get it now? And to go up y again is it become minus and minus and this. So okay, let's run our program now. Look at the target of this. This program should go like this, isn't it? Huh? No, we will not reach control. I want just you are taking it gradually. Remember, the target of this course is for you to understand programming logic. You can simply go to YouTube and copy video and produce a flying game, but you might not understand the logic. So it's that logic, so that when we will start doing core programming, we will be using that same logic we use this place to do what we want to do. Do you understand it? So you know that you cannot just go to YouTube and get any other video. So now let's see what happened at this point now. Okay, let me remove this last one. It didn't work, right? Can you see what happened? It just went down. It went down. Now, do you know what the okay?
Only the first place that you went to click.
Uh,
Or can you not click someone's other phone?
no, once I click on this thing, the whole of this code means that once they are together, that means you are form a script. Remember yesterday we are defining element of extract. You have what script. So the script is you are meshing it together. So that is it. Okay, so now see what will happen. Listen. Why this thing is doing like this is that, remember, computer is very fast and it runs program very fast. In all sincerity, this what this thing really did was it moved from here to here to here and to here. But it's quite unfortunate that the computer moves very fast. So this program just run, yeah, we did not notice it. The only one we noticed was the last one. Bam. Do you understand it now? If I still place this thing as it's supposed to come here now, this thing will not even move because it will go and come back to this place. So what are we supposed to use instead of using this go to X now? Think. It's not forever.
Set to X.
Because of that motion.
We will now use this to glide it. You are not telling the computer, wait, do this one, but wait for 1 second before you do the next one. Do you understand the concept now? So let's try it now. You don't understand it. I told you that this program, this code now is correct. But it's quite unfortunate that it's not doing what we are, it's doing what we are intending doing. But as a human being, we are feeling that it is not doing it because the code is running very fast. The computer runs in milliseconds. That means the computer have ran the whole of this code and came to give us the result without us knowing that they have actually done it. But what we want it, we want to now tell the computer, please run this code gradually, gradually. You understand? So let's see what happened at this point now. Okay. Instead of us using this, we will now use we will now use we will now use this glide. That means you are not telling the computer wait for 1 second. We can increase it to 2 seconds. We can increase it to 3 seconds. So now we now tell the computer glide, please glide by so. Let's still use the same value we have here. If it's positive, remember you want this thing to go to this place now. So it will be positive now, not negative. Sir. We want it to be here and still go by the right. So the value of y will not change, isn't it? 8, 5. So let's duplicate this code now. Are you seeing it? You see the difference now? Are you seeing it now? Can you see it is now better? Uh, so now let's glide it to the next one. Now we will now set the seconds to the next one. It will be which one will be negative now? It's y that will be negative. Oh. Instead of picking the code one after the other now. Instead of picking the code one after the other. Yes. Instead of picking the code one after the other, we'll do it. Then the next one will have will be minus what? Minus 175. So let's see what we have. You get it now. So okay. So if you want it to go up again, we see what are we going to add? We add another one, right? What will be the value? It's not it though. It will use the same value with this now so that it will come back to this same position. Well, the y will now be plus. Have you seen the value of the Cartesian plane we did yesterday? So for those of you that like forever, when we go to control, we now found out that we just need one code to put to this thing so that it keep on repeating itself. You get it now? Till you decide to stop it. So we have achieved something today, right? So having known this now, classwork, I want you to do the same thing. Let me add I want you, okay, see the classwork now, understand the classwork. I want you to create a scratch project. When you create a scratch project, when, when you create a scratch project, eh, I want you to use only this now to create your own, to create the split, the sprite to move. First of all, it will move like this, like this, like this. Reaching at this point, it moves to a random position. Can we try it now? That will be your project now. Let's go inside the computer. Hmm? You don't understand. try it. When you start trying, you find out that it's simple.